What's going on, guys? So this past week or so, I've been hyper fixated on Baldur's Gate 3 and pretty much ignoring the rest of the world and Path of Exile included. So I have not watched any of the teaser trailers. So I was going to watch them all on my own, but I figured, hey, I might as well watch them and do kind of like a reaction video. So that's what this will be. I'm going to go through each teaser, watch it, and then give my 2 cents where they apply. So let's jump into it. All right, so let's go through these videos now. So the full release comes out in 3 days, so July 18th. So still got a couple of days before it comes out, so we can go through all of these. I don't think there's going to be another teaser before. Let's see. How often have they been releasing teasers? Does it show the date? Let's see. Let's just look at one. So this one. So this was the first one. Okay, so when does it tell us when this one was actually uploaded? Maybe on YouTube it would. Let's actually look at it on YouTube. Let's see.
Hi, I'm Mark Roberts.
Okay, so this was uploaded 10 days ago. Okay. So let's see when this one was uploaded. So when was this one uploaded? This one was uploaded 10 days ago as well. Wait, so were they all uploaded 10 days ago? Okay, this one was 7 days ago. Okay, so they're not releasing something every day. So I don't think there's going to be another teaser before the actual full release. I could be mistaken. So I think this is going to be all of the teasers we're going to get before the official release comes out, but I guess we'll see what actually happens. But all right, cool. So let's run through these. So in Path of Exile, settlers of Kalguur were shipping a bunch of quality of life improvements. For example, reservation effects such as heralds and auras persist through death now. Okay, well that sounds promising so far.
Hi, I'm Mark Roberts, game director on Path of Exile. This is the first in a series of videos covering upcoming changes in our 325
What the hell?
expansion, the Settlers of Kalguur. In 325, reservation effects, such as heralds and auras, persist through death, allowing you to get right back into combat as
Pretty straightforward.
fast as possible.
That's nice.
You
Nice
can
quality of
find
life
out more
change.
about 325 on July 8th.
That should have been done a long time ago. That's pretty. I mean, that's just a extra thing to have to do. Like the worst thing was with my necromancer this last league and having to turn all my auras back on and then set up my my numlock tricks because I had both convocation and molten shell both on numlock because you can't bind to left click anymore. So that was really annoying. That added like an extra probably 2 minutes to each map if I ended up dying. 2 minutes is probably exaggerating. I would say at least 30, 45 seconds. It would add each time I died. So that's a nice change. Okay, so in Settlers of Kalguur expansion, you can now start harvesting counters with just a single action. Okay, I like that. I like the sound of that.
I'm Mark Roberts.
Whoa, Mark Roberts, you're super loud. Okay, let me just turn that down a second. Holy crap, dude, why does every video have different quality and volume settings?
Hi, I'm Mark Roberts, game director on Path of Exile. We've got a tiny quality of life improvement today. In the Settlers of Kalguur update, you can start harvest encounters with just a single action.
That's perfect.
And yes, we made a whole video about it, just because our marketing team said so. You can find out more about 325.
Hey, you know what? There's a lot of people that do harvest, and that is a huge quality of life change. You know how many times that I've clicked it once and just thought I clicked it once and thought I clicked it twice, and I'm sitting here waiting for the mobs to spawn, and then they just don't spawn. I'm like, oh, I need to click it again, or I forgot to click it again. So that's a huge quality of life change. It's small, but that's really nice. Okay. Let's see, Settlers of Kalguur, you no longer need to click waypoints to activate them. Another one that seems like it should be.
Hi, I'm Mark Roberts.
God, dude, every one of these is so loud. Holy cow. Okay, well, this one quality is just set to where it needs to be.
Game director on Path of Exile. This time around, we're bringing a few improvements from Path of Exile 2 back to the OG. In 325, you'll no longer need to interact with waypoints to unlock them.
It's
You
perfect.
can just walk by, and they'll activate automatically.
Oh, you don't even have to walk over
You can find
them.
out more
That's
about
awesome.
325 on July 18th.
That's a nice quality of life change. All of these so far have been actual quality of life changes and not nerfs masked as quality of life changes like they were last season or last league. All right. We've reworked item quality. The rarity of the item is no longer relevant when applying quality currencies to non-unique items. Instead, it is based on their item level. Okay, this one I don't really understand. All right, let's turn this down.
Hi, I'm Mark Roberts, Game Director on Path of Exile. In the Settlers update...
Oh, dude, the quality is... It's set to 4... Why is it... Okay.
We've reworked item quality. The rarity of the item is no longer relevant when applying chisels, blacksmith's whetstones, and armorer's scraps to non-unique items. Instead, the amount of quality they provide is now based on the item level. Those currencies now apply 20% quality to very low-level equipment, with that amount reducing as the item level increases. This makes them much more appealing to use early game.
Yeah, but
You can find out more about 325 on July 8th.
Okay, I spoke too soon. So this one's, I mean, yeah, it is enticing to use early game, but like, who's really qualitying stuff like in the campaign? Like, I mean, I guess that's maybe they want you to do that, but like, to me, that seems kind of like a shadow nerf, right? Because they want you to use it during the campaign, so you don't have as much when you get to maps. Right, I mean that's kind of what I think, and it takes more the higher item level the item is. That one's sus. That one's sus. Item quality on armor and weapons are now multiplicative. Okay, maybe this is why they want people to do the quality. Yeah, this one's at 480p for some freaking reason. All right, let's see.
Hi, I'm Mark Roberts, Game Director on Path of Exile. We've got more news about item quality today.
Okay.
Quality bonuses on armor and weapons are now multiplicative. In other words, weapons with full quality will give 20% more physical damage, and armor with full quality will have 20% more local defenses. You can find out more about 320.
Okay. So are they going to offset the mobs to account for that? Like, or is that to just account for how ridiculous things have gotten this last league? Like Affliction no, Affliction was pretty rough too. Like it was pretty rough to try to do something that wasn't meta. Like if you weren't doing Magic Find, I mean that's a whole nother topic. But I mean I wonder if they're gonna adjust the monsters to account for now having multiplicative on your weapon and your armor. I mean, I don't know if it's gonna make that much of a difference, honestly. Like, I mean, I don't know. I honestly don't think it's gonna make that much of a difference. All right, let's see here. Okay, it's at 14.
Hi, I'm Mark Roberts.
Oh, I didn't even read this one here. Pinnacle and Act bosses now have static life bars. Okay, that's so frustrating, especially playing a minion build and not being able to see the boss's health. So this is
Game Director
awesome.
on Path of Exile. Today, we've got more improvements coming in hot from Path of Exile 2. We're adding static life bars to bosses.
That's huge.
Not all bosses will have them initially, but we're starting with the Pinnacle bosses and Act bosses in 325.
That's awesome.
You can find out more about 325 on...
That should have been done a long time ago. That should have been done a long time ago. That's like not being able to see the boss. Like there's so many times, like so many bosses that you fight, like at least in the campaign, like that you don't even realize you fought a boss. Like you're like, oh, that was the boss. Oh, he's dead. Oh, okay. Like, so like having a light bar is nice. You can be able to actually tell that you're fighting a boss and not just like a normal regular enemy in the act. Okay, so the range you can pick up items at 325 has been increased. Okay. Wow, that one's really loud. I can already hear it before I even start it. Okay. All right.
Hi, I'm Mark Roberts, Game Director on Path of Exile. In the Settlers update, the Exile's arms have gotten a little longer. We have increased the range you can pick up items when using a keyboard and mouse to be more on par with controller users. Here's a comparison.
Wait, controller users can pick up items further away? That's a thing? I did not know that was a thing. Okay. I mean, that's cool.
You can find out more about 325 on July 18th.
I had no idea that controller users could pick up items further away. That's interesting. What else is? I wonder what else is different on console. From what I understood, console is much harder for PoE 1 to play than it is on keyboard and mouse. But I mean, I've never played the game on console before. So Sister Cassia has discovered a new blight oil, which will allow you to anoint new secret notables. Okay, this one sounds interesting. This is really loud too. I'll go ahead and turn you down, Mark Roberts. Set the 1440.
Hi, I'm Mark Roberts, Game Director on Path of Exile. In the Settlers update, you might come across a new oil, found only in Blighted and Blight-ravaged maps.
Prismatic oil.
All the secret notables that can be anointed on your amulet now use this oil. We have added many more notables to that pool, like this one.
Let's see, incorporeal, elusive on you reduces the effect. Wait, elusive on you reduces in effect 50%. Solar elusive is removed from you at 20% effect. Okay.
Or this one.
Mixed munitions, 5% increased cooldown recovery rate for throwing traps per mine detonated recently. 5% increased cooldown recovery rate for throwing traps per mine detonated recently. Okay, so that's like a minor build. That seems pretty. I mean, I don't know if that's better than like the ones that we already use, but I mean, I've never played a miner before, but I mean, there, you know, for the most part, everyone just runs charisma, right? Like that's usually the go-to.
You can find out more.
Okay, so we got new notables, which I'm sure we're gonna know all of them once the full release comes out in a couple of days. Okay, let's turn this down. Wait, so why this one's set to 360p? What the heck, man?
Hi, I'm Mark Roberts, Game Director on Path of Exile. In 325, we're adding a 6th map device slot.
Okay.
This one was a bit of a nightmare for our UI designers. You don't want to see the prototypes.
Huh.
Or maybe you do.
Up here now. Activate. Oh, that's funny. I mean, this one's not bad. That one's horrible. That one's not terrible either. But yeah. Oh, there's more. Oh god, this one's horrible. This one's horrible. This one's not bad. This one's horrible. Boop. No way they thought this was a good idea. The spinning, oh god. Imagine you're trying to like drag it in there. It keeps moving. Or imagine you're lagging. You're trying to put the map device in there. You're trying to put the scarab in there and fucking thing keeps moving. Oh my god.
The 5th and 6th map device slots are unlocked by completing either your first 10-way encounter with the Maven or completing your first Tier 17 map. You can find out more.
Wait, so do you get both the 5th and 6th slot, or do you need to do Maven and a Tier 17?
You can find out more about Maven or completing unlocked by completing either your first 10-way encounter with the Maven. The 5th and 6th map device slots are unlocked by completing either your first 10-way encounter with the Maven or completing your first Tier 17 map.
Okay. So it sounds like you get both the 5th and 6th from doing a Tier 17 or doing the 10-way Maven. That is what that sounds like to me. At least that's the way the video is worded. We're changing Bandit quest rewards in Act 2. Okay.
Hi.
Whoa. So loud. Why is it so loud? All right.
Hi, I'm Mark Roberts, Game Director on Path of Exile. In 325, we are changing the Bandit quest reward in Act 2. If you choose to help Oak, he will grant you plus 40 to maximum life.
Okay.
Helping Alera grants you 15% to all elemental resistances. And helping Creighton gives you 8% increased movement speed.
Okay.
If you choose to kill all 3, Aramir will give you 1 passive skill point. We have also changed the through sacred
Oh, okay, here we go. Oh, okay, there's more. Hold
ground
on.
quest in Act 2 to provide an additional passive skill point, so you can still get the same total number of skill points as before.
Okay.
You
I
can
was
find out-
about to flip out. I'm glad I like watched the rest of the video because I'm like, yo, how are you gonna call this a quality of life change? Okay, so let's let's run this one back real quick because
in Act 2. If you choose to help Oak, he will grant you plus 40 to maximum.
so I mean, life stacker, is that a thing? Is that a thing? Life stacker. Oh, there was a life stacker build in 3.24. In-game Hexblast life stacker. Okay, so Hexblast. So yeah, I guess maybe for life stacker, maybe that's good. I don't know, man. Skill points are just so useful, man. Like getting an extra skill point is just so huge.
Life. Helping Alera grants you 15%.
If I think this, so 15% just to elemental resistances, I don't think this is worth it at all. I think if they went 10% or maybe even 5% and to max res, I think people would probably take it. But just getting 15% to all elemental resistances is just not worth it over a skill point. Like, that's just not worth it. So then what happens if you help one of them, you're probably going to want to help all of them then, right? Like, because like you only get the skill point if you kill all three of them. Now, well, I mean, you only get the 2 skill points, or was it 3? Those 2 skill points before.
To all elemental resistances. And helping Creighton gives you 8% increased movement speed. If you choose to kill...
Wait, what does it say?
If you choose to kill...
You will have to fight any party members who do not side with you. If you kill Creighton, you cannot choose to help him.
Movement speed. If you choose to kill all 3, Eramir will give you 1 passive skill point. We have also changed the Through Sacred Ground quest in Act 2 to provide an additional passive skill point, so you can still get the same total number of skill points as before. You can find out more about...
Okay. That one's kind of a weird one. I mean, I guess there's some people that would probably want to do that, but giving up a skill point for what? It was 8% movement speed, 15% to all res, and 10 max life, or 40 max life. I think if they would have made it max, like all res, I think it'd probably be a lot more enticing, but at just 15% to elemental resistances, I don't think it's worth it. I think the skill point is just better. I could be wrong, but I know that my last build was just so skill point starved. I mean, I literally had 2 threads of hope and I still wanted more skill points. So, I just giving up a skill point. Just I can almost never see a case when that's what's something you'd want to do. Okay, so simulacrums have less waves and more opportunities for unique rewards. Okay, that's interesting because I did like simulacrums. So let's see here, 1440.
Hi, I'm Mark Roberts, Game Director on Path of Exile. In the Settlers update, we have removed the first 15 waves from the simulacrum.
Okay.
Usually, characters reaching this content were a high enough level that the first waves were tedious and unrewarding. Simulacrum should now be...
Except Barb, who got a freaking mage blood on wave 7 or 6 or something ridiculous like that. One of the guys in my Discord literally got a mage blood on like wave. It was before wave 15 for sure. I want to say it was like wave 6.
Be a lot faster to run. On top of this, we have added more opportunities to get the specific unique items like voices by defeating the bosses as you complete waves. You can find out more about...
Okay. So there's less waves. I'm assuming the waves are going to be harder because there's less waves now. I would imagine that's what they would do, but... Okay. This one seems like this is pretty self-explanatory, but let's just watch it anyways because it's the last one.
Hi, I'm Mark Roberts, Game Director on Path of Exile. Notice anything different about this map hover? In the Settlers of Kalguur update, you can hover or select a map at any time on your atlas to see which divination cards can drop there.
That's cool.
You can find out more about 325 on July 18th at our GG.
Just makes it a little bit more accessible to new players. You know, I think most of us have been playing for a while, just know the ones that drop in each, or the you know, the good ones. You know, the apothecary drops in Crimson Temple. You know, the doctor drops in what is it, I'm drawing a blank, but yeah, we know the we know the maps that drop the cards that we want for the most part, but it's pretty good for new players. Yeah, I mean, overall, I think these are some nice changes. I like this. The Blight Oil one, I don't know if that's gonna really be relevant unless there's some really good secret passives that they're going to, or notables that they're gonna add. I don't know. I mean, the ones that they showed were not all that impressive. So, I mean, maybe they are. I don't know. I've never played a miner, so I mean, if there's any miners and that want to say in the comments that that's broken, it just seems okay. I mean, just some of the other passives that, you know, everybody already uses, but he's saying passives, notables people already use. I don't see why you would just choosing these new ones unless they're just really good. The pickup range is really good, pretty straightforward. The static light bars is awesome, especially for minion builds or just anything that just puts a bunch of projectiles on the screen where you can't see anything. So that's super nice. This one here, the multiplicative, that one's okay. The quality one, this one's a little sus. I feel like this is kind of a shadow nerf. I feel like this one's kind of a nerf, and they're kind of just marketing it as a quality of life. I don't think this one's that great. This one's nice. The waypoints is nice. Harvest is super nice. I do a lot of harvest, so that's just having that one less click is awesome, especially if they're going to keep that one scarab in, that makes it so they don't rotate. So that's like 2 less clicks. If none of them rotate, that's like 10 less clicks, which is, you know, amazing. And then the heralds and the auras, the reservation, that's pretty nice too. So yeah, I mean, definitely some good stuff. I mean, there's no sort button yet, but and doors still exist, but other than that, I mean, it seems solid. I mean, there's nothing here that I'm like, you know, wanna, you know, get up in arms about, that I'm pissed about. I mean, everything seems pretty straightforward and pretty good. So, but yeah, that's it, guys. So, we will do a video on the full release once it comes out in a couple of days. So we'll make a reaction video to that as well. We probably won't be able to watch it live though, because I think they usually do it when I'm at work, so I'll probably have to do it afterwards. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure you subscribe and hit that like button. And I make weekly content on various gaming topics, a lot of Path of Exile stuff, a lot of Elden Ring stuff. I'm probably gonna start doing some Baldur's Gate 3 stuff too, because I've been playing a lot of that game, and I definitely think I can put some content out for that as well. So excuse me, I'm dying over here. But thanks. You guys have a good night and good day/night.